everyone, it's Julia in the G20. I wanted to give you a little update, and you can tell by my smile things are going pretty well. Although my tooth a little bit sore today. So, oh my God, I'm in the best place right now, and I'll tell you about that. But first I wanted to say, I'm really enjoying my van life. There's this thing I have where, like, if I'm not working and making money, I feel like a piece of crap. My self-worth is caught up in whether or not I'm earning money. And I realized, a while ago that that wasn't cool, that my self-worth needed to be not based on money. But I am a hard worker. I like to work, and I like to be a productive member of society, as they say. The only thing is, society is not really that productive. It's also largely destructive, which is one of the reasons I've kind of checked out a little bit, And I checked out years before I ever had a van life. In fact, my people, when I was growing up, taught me, that it's dangerous. It's dishonest. It's destructive. And so I knew from a young age that I just didn't want to be involved in some of the scandalousness of our modern society. So I've been checked out for a while, but this new friend that I have is been an inspiration to me, because I'm like, oh, he's like, I've been parking on Folly. I'm like, there's no overnight parking on Folly. The cops will totally get you. And he's like, no. What are they gonna do? Knock on my van? I'll be like, hey. They're like, you sleeping in your van? Yeah. We'll move. Okay. He's like not afraid of anything, and I am so afraid of everything. Like, I just go park at Walmart every night because that I know is safe, and I've been unwilling to take a risk, and I'm just generally like that. It's like the same thing of when I say I'm getting stuck in a town. Like in Asheville, I just sort of parked in the same place also. And I just never really explored around. There's just something about me that's fearful and wants everything to be for sure before I'll take a risk. That's part of why I moved into a van. I need to be able to face my fears and take risks so that I can get the big goods in life, be it money or self-fulfillment and some of the things that I want to do before I die. And, there's you don't have forever, And Paime, again, was a reminder of that. So this new friend of mine's been inspiring me. So Friday night, I actually slept on Folly Beach. There's all these beautiful places to park, but it's too scary. So I ended up, I was online really late at the laundromat there. So I ended up just going down to this part of Folly that's kind of like, not the ghetto of Folly, but the last cheap apartments. And there's this big parking lot, and I just went down there and parked, and it worked out. I left at like 6 a.m. or 6:30, and I went and got one of the last free parking spots on the beach on Friday and just hung out there. And my friend texted me when I was there, and I jumped up to get the text, and I spilled a whole pot of coffee in the van, all over my vintage Afghan, plant-dyed, hand-woven rug that's probably like at least 50, 70 years old. And I'm like dabbing it, and finally I just took the whole rug out of the van, went over to the shower, rinsed it out, hung it on a fence, and I knew to get the rug back in the van I would have to move all these big heavy containers right there out, and that leopard one's pretty heavy too, and the cooler and all this stuff, because it was this rug that I spilled the coffee all over. I was pretty bummed then. I was kind of tired and cranky when I have to wake up early and then I go back to sleep. Oh yeah, I had all these weird dreams. That's what happens when I get up early and I went and parked at the other place and went back to sleep. Then I had all these weird dreams, and then I'm super tired that day. And then I had the coffee spill and then the toothache. So I was not super happy camper and figured I wouldn't go to the panic show. Still waiting for my friend to let me know whether we got free tickets or not. And that's what that message was. He said, no love from Live Nation. So we didn't get the free tickets into the panic show. So he ended up coming over, and we hung out for a bit, and met this other cool guy named Rob, and hung out for a bit. And then, like, I'll see you later. Let's hook up to head on over to the show if you want to later. So later I texted him, hey, I'm heading over to the show in about an hour. If you want a caravan, and we'll go hang out and see what happens. And I didn't get any message back from him. So I went and did some online stuff and decided I was going to the show. I'm just going to go to the show and see what happens. So I go, and no less than 2 people along the way. I'm driving, and I look over there like, widespread panic! You know, because this van with the panic stickers on it, and I noticed in all the parking lots once I got there, there are no traveling hippie vehicles anymore. They're all just modern, you know, daytime vehicles, not traveling vehicles. And so when this van pulls through, everybody's like, yeah, widespread panic! They're all smiling and pointing, and I'm like waving, and so, on the way there, we were all like, hey, panic, you know. So we get over to where the parking lots are, and it's $10 to park. The concert is $100 plus $10 to park. I was like, thank you. And I just drove on, went around this corner, realized there was a free parking lot right there. So I saved $10 right there. And I got all ready for the show. You know, I got wet wipes because I get really sweaty and dirty. And I pulled out $60 for a ticket. If I could find a discounted ticket from someone's friend that didn't show up and they're gonna lose $100 anyway, I was willing to do $60. So I brought that with me, made myself a little drink, and started walking towards the show. The show is now started. When I pulled up in my van and was getting ready, they're starting to do the first song. So I'm like, and you can hear it. I'm like 3 blocks away and you can hear the band. So I'm walking up and I'm hearing it and it's getting closer. And everybody's already in there because it started, right? And a group of people walks by and I go, does anybody have a ticket they're not using? These are people that are leaving the festival now. So why are they leaving? They were there during the day, I guess, and don't care for panic. Maybe they have a wristband or a ticket, right? So they're like, no. And I didn't get discouraged, and I kept walking, and then I see these other 2 guys, and I was like, hey, you don't happen to have a ticket you're not using, do you? And the one guy goes, yeah. So what you do is you just go over to the vendor entrance, and I thought he was joking, because in the later days of panic, what started to happen is all these people that are requesting a miracle ticket, which used to happen at Grateful Dead a lot, you know, you get these snide comments like, you can go buy a ticket right over there if you have the money, and things like that. So when this guy was like, yeah, you just go right over here, I thought he was joking. And then he goes, and you just take this wristband, vendor wristband, which I've been a vendor at Panic with my clothes for years, right? He goes, yeah, you just go over here and you take this wristband and you just walk in right over there. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I thought you were joking. He's like, sure, have a great show. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, dude. Fucking unbelievable. So I got this vendor pass for the Trondosa festival, and I walk up, and there's a fireman there, and I was like, where's the vendor entrance? He's like, right there. So I walk up, I go, ma'am, is this the vendor entrance? She goes, yeah, do you have a wristband? And I was like, yeah. She didn't even look at it. She just saw it on my arm. It could have been anything. And she goes, yeah, right this way. I go, thank you very much. And I walk in, and I kind of pretend I'm looking for the people I'm working with. And then I run over, and I like pray on the ground. I start bawling. I'm like giggling and laughing, and I'm like crying. I'm like so emotionally overcome. I just got into the Panic show for free. That's what happened. Most unbelievable. I'm hoping I can use this tonight. It's a little grimy. They might have a different color one for tonight. But the thing is, this being the first festival, they don't know us Panic fans and how crazy we are about the band, and that people will try and find ways to sneak in. I know, we're bad. We're terrible. And they're just used to people paying the money and just coming in, so they're not even checking. So hopefully this will work tonight. I was even thinking of undoing it, going to the library, making a copy, and then cutting that out, putting some tape on it or something for my friend to have a vendor band too. Actually, after this video, I'll call him and see what he thinks about that. And, geez, I just hope this works again tonight. I'm going to try again tonight. But I'm already so grateful. I got into that Panic show, and I just immediately started grooving to that band, and they sounded great. Now, I've been to some modern shows that, with our new guitarist, he's not new anymore, he's been like 10 years now, Jimmy Herring. But he never was like Michael Hauser, the original guitar player, and it just wasn't the same Panic. Well, they sounded great. It was awesome. They sounded really, really good. So I just danced the whole show, saw a bunch of friends, ended up in this dance area where a bunch of other people are dancing. Because not everyone dances. A lot of people are just standing there, you know, really enjoying it, but they're not dancers. So I found my dance crew, and we were all ripping it up. It was the bomb. The anti-bomb. So that was last night. It was awesome. Free parking, free show. So, God, it was so good to see John Bell. It was so good to see them. The percussionist, Sonny, you know, he's really getting up there. He must be like 70 now, and he's just still rocking it. And no matter what happens now, if the band ends now, I got to see him last night. So then I decide, after facing my fears of parking on Folly Friday night, I decided I'm going to go back down to the Battery in downtown Charleston. I forgot that I could park here. So that's where I am now. And I parked here last night. It is awesome. So there's the van. And here is the water. So this is the Battery where I was before. And the most amazing thing about this is here's this old hippie van. But right behind me are these mansions. And I'm going to show you this one over here. I want to get a picture of the van in front of this mansion, because that would be an awesome picture. And I took all these awesome pictures of my van for like the main picture with the new paint job. And they're too big because they have it angled this way. I need to have it angled that way. Check out this house. Look at that house. They're all like that. They're beautiful. They're all up and down the Battery, these beautiful old mansions. And I'm just parked right in front of them. It's amazing.
Yeah. I know, sorry, I didn't mean to bum you out.
So,
It'll be fine.
look at that one. Wait. Oh, I gotta do a video for you of this area. It's just amazing. Look at this one. These are small mansions. The ones around the corner are even more unbelievable. These are just like commoners' mansions. Look at that. I know it's hard to see. So this is where I parked last night, and got up really early and was super, super tired from dancing. I'm 48. I'm tired. And I don't just go like this. I'm like swinging myself around, doing flips and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. So I went back to sleep, and luckily it wasn't too hot. And look at this. This is like from the 1700s, not even 1800s, 1700s. I mean, people walked along this walkway in 1700s clothing, like the ladies with the hats and the big bustle skirts. I mean, that all went down right here. And now I'm here, and it's 2018. It's amazing. And it's called the Battery because down the way are the guns that would protect this city. And why all the mansions are in the most vulnerable spot right against the water. Obviously the water's beautiful, but they're the first that are going to get blasted if anybody attacked Charleston in the Revolutionary War or the Civil War, which they attacked Fort Sumter, which is out there. The Union, wait a minute, Fort Sumter is federal, so it was the Union on Fort Sumter that the Southerners attacked. Oh my God, I get so confused. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. The history of Charleston, amazing. And like I said before, I'm having so much more fun here in Charleston than I did when I lived here, both on the beach, downtown, wherever. And as I'm sitting here this morning, people are walking by, conservative people, normal people, Izod shirts, you know, golf shorts, whatever. Older people, families, and they walk by, the doors open, and they go, "Hi, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" They're so nice to me. I live in a van. I'm like some crazy hippie with this crazy van sitting here, and they're just like treating me like I'm a normal person. Like, and of course I am, but this sort of it's just been very friendly here, and I believe it has a lot to do with my own energy and my own acceptance of myself when others accept me more, uh, like that. Look at this ship out here. Wait, where'd it go? What? How come I can't see it? Wait, is that it? Yeah, see, right over there. It's beautiful. But I just get so surprised that you could park here. And look at, there's a spot right there. I mean, ugh, sorry, I'm just so happy. So this time I parked further down than last time. Like I was further up this way last time, and there's all this hustle and bustle, like tourists and stuff visiting the park down there. So by parking back this way, it's a lot more private, a lot less people coming by. So yeah, the Battery in Charleston. Unbelievable that they let us park here when there's mansions right there. This is a tourist area. I mean, they could charge $10 to park here, and people would pay it all day long. I can't even believe there's a spot there, is what I'm saying. If you were to walk down the Battery, around the corner to the really big, beautiful mansions, you would then come into the downtown area. You would start coming right into downtown. Man. So I got to get going because my tire's getting flat and have to go number 2. Which I can go in the van if I have to, but I don't unless I really have to. I've only done it once. Am I really telling you this? This is van life stuff. Get real with van life, man. You're gonna have to poo at some point. So yeah, I'm gonna call my friend, let him know what happened. Well, I already told him I got in, and he was like, "Oh, I missed your text." And he's like, "Yeah, but if I had been with you, it wouldn't have happened the same. So I'm really glad you got in." Isn't that sweet? So yeah. I was even thinking of giving him $50 towards the ticket, and then if this tag worked for me again, just text him, "Yo, I'm in, you can use the 50, and then he could get in. Maybe I'll do that. Now, I'm just in here having my coffee, getting ready to go. I don't even want to go. It's so beautiful, so warm. But again, my tire's going flat, and I got to go. The thing is if I just went right from here to North Charleston, I wouldn't have to go all the way back to James Island and then back again. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I can wait a little bit longer. Oh, there's a dog. I love dogs. Oh, he's orange. Oh, that brings up something that's really been hurting my heart. I've been here since February, end of January. February, March, April, and now it's May. Pi May dog had 5 puppies, and they were all rescued by pet helpers right on James Island, and they were all adopted out in this area. There are 5 mini Pi Mays walking around here somewhere. I wanted to find one of them. I wanted to see one of my baby's babies. I want to let that person know, look, here's the mom of your dog. And those dogs, I saw a picture of one when I first got Pi May. At the vet, there was a picture on the front of this paper with an article about that vet. It was bright orange. It had the black eyeliner, the black tongue. It looked like Pi May. And so if there's any way I could find them, I really want to do that before I leave here. And I went to pet helpers, and they were like, I wouldn't even know where to begin, you know, what dogs got adopted in 2011. It's like, they have this new multi-million-dollar facility that was already built by 2011. You're telling me you didn't have computers in there? And she's like, no, it was still paper. 2011. So I think she just didn't want to help me. Maybe she thought I wanted to take someone's dog or something, which obviously I'm not going to take someone's dog because I'm a dog person and I know it'd break their heart. Plus, it's not my dog. But I want to meet them, and now that the time for leaving is coming, I'm like, geez, you should have tried harder, you know. On Craigslist, I put in memory of Pi May, I mentioned the babies if anybody knew where they were, but that wasn't enough. I think I needed to get on Facebook and have an account on Facebook and then put up postings looking for these dogs. And that's really the only way I'm going to find them. So, I have like a week now. So I feel really bad about that. And like if I leave, I'll never see those pups. So there's that. I think that's about it. If you want to go over to my store, californiapatchwork.etsy.com, you can see the new listings. I did a couple of the shorts with my friend modeling them. Wait till you see this guy. They look so great. And he's a yogi teacher. And so I was like, we were doing the photo shoot, and I was like, yeah, do you like some action moves? Because that's what I do in my shots. I'm all like, ah, la, la. And so he does this move where it's a Shiva pose, and he lifts his leg up, and he's like a dancer. It's like, his leg's like way up, and his back straight, and he's got his arms out, and he's got all these muscles, and like that leg is just sticking straight out. Go look at it. That's one picture in one of the shorts listings. It's the mocha brown men's patchwork shorts listing, and it's like the last photo. It's just a really interesting photo. So go check out my store and check out my new listings. Just wanted to say I really appreciate you watching my videos and my new subscribers. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I don't have any money coming in from the van life, but I could if I get enough subscribers. So that is my goal. And I promise to stop saying so much. They taught me that in park ranger school, but I somehow picked it back up. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna have I got a whole list of van life topics that I can do for you that might be interesting for you. One of them is the top 5 or 6 items to not have in a van, and that could be interesting. I also will be doing, if I can remember any of them, my Walmart experiences. 2 different Walmarts, 2 different cities, what it's been like. And a number of other good videos. So keep watching, folks. I really appreciate you. I'm going to get ready to go to the second panic show, and I'll probably be so tired tomorrow I won't be doing a video until I get my energy back. All right, this is my van life. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye. Wow.